Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Are you ready to hear the story of a scientist whose invention changed the world and whose legacy still shapes our future today? If so, stay with me for the next 5 minutes because this story is truly unforgettable. His name was Alfred Nobel. And yes, you guessed it right. He is the very man behind the Nobel Prizes, the most prestigious awards in the world. Alfred Nobel was born in 1833 in Stockholm, Sweden. His father was an engineer and inventor, someone who designed and created new machines and ideas. Alfred was one of 8 children, but tragically, only 3 survived, a harsh reality of life in the 19th century. During Alfred's early childhood, his family struggled with poverty. In search of better opportunities, his father moved to St. Petersburg, Russia, where he eventually became successful as a manufacturer of machine tools and military equipment. In 1842, young Alfred joined his father there, and for the first time, the family could afford a proper education. Alfred was taught by private tutors, and it quickly became clear that he was exceptionally intelligent. He became fluent in 6 languages and developed a deep fascination with science, chemistry, and literature. As an adult, Alfred began working extensively with chemicals, especially explosives, substances that explode and are often used in construction and warfare. Around this time, a scientist named Ascanio Sobrero had invented a chemical called nitroglycerin. While extremely powerful, it was also highly unstable and dangerous, making it almost impossible to use safely. Alfred Nobel believed this problem could be solved. He dedicated himself to finding a way to make explosives safer, more stable, and more practical so they could be used without unnecessary loss of life. Tragically, while experimenting in a laboratory shed in Stockholm, a massive explosion occurred. 5 people were killed, including Alfred's own brother Emil. Authorities shut down his laboratory and revoked his license. But this devastating setback did not stop him. Instead of giving up, Alfred showed the true spirit of a scientist: resilience. He moved his experiments to remote, isolated location and continued his work with even greater determination. Finally, he succeeded in stabilizing nitroglycerin by combining it with an absorbent material. This invention became known as dynamite. Dynamite revolutionized the world. It was widely used in building tunnels, constructing railways, mining, and large scale engineering projects. Alfred Nobel's discovery played a crucial role in shaping modern Europe and accelerating industrial progress. However, Alfred Nobel was deeply conflicted about how his invention could also be used for destruction. Before his death in 1896, he made a remarkable decision. He declared in his will that his entire fortune should be used to reward people who made the greatest contributions to humanity. And so, in 1901, the Nobel Prizes were awarded for the first time in fields such as physics, chemistry, medicine, literature, and peace. A man who once feared being remembered for destruction ensured that his legacy would instead stand for knowledge, progress, and hope. So the next time you hear about Nobel Prize, remember the powerful story behind it and the scientist who turned tragedy into a gift for all mankind. That's all for today's episode. We'll come back with another interesting story. Stay tuned.